Hello, everyone. Happy Monday.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us. We're the Hatch Homes Group, and this is our Monday market update. And we are from different locations right now. It's funny. I'm at John's house while he's out of town, and John is in quarantine in jolly old England.
Um,
And baby.
can you see my screen shared?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm checking out the UK for the next couple of weeks, and we're in day 4. I guess it's technically day 3 of our quarantine. In quarantine here in my daughter's house, and we have to take these COVID tests every few days until we're released from quarantine, and then we'll be going to my mum's 100th birthday. The plane coming into Heathrow, this is a picture I took from the cabin window, absolutely amazing. You see Buckingham Palace, you can see the Houses of Parliament and Hyde Park, and pretty amazing picture of downtown London.
Wow. That was a really cool photo.
Yeah. And so if you have anyone interested in international travel, international real estate, Keller Williams has offices here in this area.
Nice. Well, thank you. We hope you have a really good trip, and we'll miss you. And we're glad that you could still join us on our updates.
Yeah.
For now, at least. I know you got a long trip ahead of you. But today we are going to talk about the top 3 things you should do to prepare to buy a home in this hot market. So we have, I feel like we've talked about it. Some buyers are like, they really want to get into the market, but they're intimidated. Some buyers have just been looking on their own and they haven't seen anything come up, but there's some reasons why you might not see it if you're looking casually. So hopefully these tips will really, really help you guys. The first one I think is probably the most important tip, and that is financial preparation. Michelle, you want to take us off?
Yeah. I think that first I'd like to share this slide because I think you can't really start talking about owning a home until you realize the difference between owning and renting, and that there's a huge difference. First, rent versus own. When you're renting, you're building wealth for your landlord. You're not getting any return on that whatsoever. And when you own a home, you're definitely building that nest egg. You're appreciating year over year and getting that equity. So it's, like your nest egg, and it's really important to differentiate that, I think, in knowing that that's how you're going to build your wealth in one way anyhow. And then also I think most buyers that I work with, they want to know what their monthly payment is going to be and what they can rely on. When you're renting, your monthly payment can really go, it could rise anytime because it's up to the landlord.
Statistically, it's always risen, and we've seen some dramatic increase. One thing's for sure, over time, your rents are going to rise and your mortgage payments aren't. If you have a fixed rate.
And then, you don't get to benefit from that price, the price appreciation. Whereas when you own a home, you do. And you can
Equity growth, yeah.
build, and it's really nice. So I think if you're feeling that the challenges of a competitive market, I mean, it is competitive out there, and remembering that home ownership is a long-term investment, is a long-term game. Persevering today will really lead to financial rewards in the future. And I think that's really important. I think so our first tip is to really get that financial preparation down. I think that, partnering with a lender that you can really trust and will be a wizard with numbers, like a lot of our preferred lenders are, is really important. They will get you want someone who's going to be accessible and who's going to send you pre-approval letters on the weekends even. And I mean, really, you want to sit down with them and play with the numbers and see where you want your monthly payment to be, and run different scenarios as far as what, different price points and different interest rates and what that would mean if you have to escalate your offer. You also, you want to talk about an appraisal gap, because that's a big thing that is happening in this market right now. People are bidding over asking price. And so if you're lending, you have to get an appraisal. So playing with those numbers to see if the appraisal happens to come in under your purchase price, then discussing if you have some cash to move around to cover that gap. Definitely reach out if you have questions about that. It's a little complicated, but your lender should be able to also explain that to you. Some things you don't want to do when you are purchasing a home and going through that financial thing is you don't want to make any big purchases. Like, don't apply for further credit cards. Don't buy a car unless you check with your lender first. You just really want to get clear on what the numbers look like to you. So when you go to make an offer, you can be as competitive as possible. And I think that ties into, partnering with a realtor that you can also trust and consult with. John, you were going to talk.
That's
Yeah,
tip number 2.
Yeah. Tip number 2 is partner with a good realtor. Most realtors don't have a lot of experience. If you pick a realtor or a realtor team like ours, where we have over 1,000 transactions and have encountered a whole variety of being able to handle situations efficiently and smoothly and overcome problems. It's really important that you have someone with experience and an ability and knowledge to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction.
So we get multiple offers on our listings. We take that information on what was the winning offer on our listings, and we share that with our buyers so that they see, look at all these offers that came in. This is what won. This is what we can do for you. This is what we'll have to do to win that offer. That's why we get our offers accepted quicker. Plus, with that experience of just having having a good reputation in the market, that really does help, and having that long-standing reputation. And, thank you, John, for helping through that for the years. That's been great. And so you got to partner with a realtor that has a multiple offer strategy and a good reputation. You just do.
And is so important and not a lot of realtors do that, like sit down with you before you even start looking at homes to really analyze your needs and what to expect for what your budget is, and just really formulating a strategy for you. And I can't recommend highly enough that initial consultation. Plus you trust and rapport to make sure that you're going to be a good fit working together.
Yeah. Don't skip the consultation. Just don't. It's really important. And then really quick, the third tip for buying a home is don't underestimate the second home market. So if you're looking in an area that is a second home destination, coastal areas, beach, or that's the coast, mountain, things like that. I personally just am purchasing a property in a second home destination, and it would get frustrating. I finally felt what my buyers were feeling with losing out on a house or a property and seeing the prices just keep going up. So I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I got to be serious. I can't just have it be casual. I got to partner, make a relationship with a realtor up front, make sure finances are in order. Don't just play it casual. Like, oh, well, if a cool house comes up in this destination, I'll just jump on it. Really, recently there was another property for somebody else that had I think 20 offers on it, and they were just like, well, okay, I guess I'm not in that market. But you can be. You just have to be prepared in the second home market, just like you would if you were trying to find a home for yourself here. And especially with COVID, it's created that second layer of I can work from anywhere, or I can work for a few weeks somewhere else. And so it's just created a really high demand in the second home market. So if you have any questions, we can help you partner with a good realtor in a different area.
Yeah.
So don't forget that.
Again, it all comes down to preparation and experience and trust and knowing the market. And that's why you have to partner with the people you can trust, like us.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a great week and reach out with any questions.
Thank you.
Okay.